Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to do a try a chapter tag today. So I'm going to do three books that I'm going to try the first chapter of. I did a couple of these I've done like one every January, and then I kind of peter out and forget to do this. So I have at least 30, if not over that, first books in series in urban fantasy and paranormal romance. And so I've been trying to get through them to decide which ones I want to keep and which series I want to pursue. Because again, I have a lot of series I'm already in the middle of, but I have so many first books in series that I need to get through these. So I picked 3 paranormal romances to do today, and I'm hoping to do these once a month. We'll see. I say that every year. Anyway, so I'm going to try to do that. And see if I can like weed out some that I don't care enough about to continue, or which ones I do want to pursue and actually read the books and try to get into the series. Again, I picked a couple 3 of them that are the oldest ones that were published, probably the oldest ones that were still left on my shelf. I bought a lot of, again, I've been reading urban fantasy and paranormal romance for a couple decades now, and I have like a lot of first books in series. So they're all pretty well-known ones, but there are a lot of them I haven't got to yet. So these are just a few of them. So we're going to do the first ones are some of the oldest ones. So from 1999 is Dark Prince by Christina Feehan. So this is the first book in the Dark series. I believe there are 30 that are out. So I really don't need to start another long series, except that it's been on it's on my shelf for a while, and so I don't know. I'm going to try this and see what happens. From 2004 is Tempting Danger by Eileen Wilkes. And so this is the first book in the world of the Lupi. And I think that there are 14 books in this series. And they're, again, both of these might have one coming out this year. We'll see. And then How to Marry a Millionaire Vampire by Caroline Sparks. This is the first book in the Love at Stake series. I think there are 16, and I think it's done. I'm not positive, but it looked like that was the last one. So, or there was, there's an end date a while ago. So anyway, I don't know a whole lot about these. Except the last one for sure is vampires. And then the middle one I think was werewolves, and I don't know, this Carpathians, I don't know what kind of magic or whatever they do, but they're all paranormal romances, and they're all ones I've been wanting to get to and to try. So they're all pretty different ones, but they're the older ones. So anyway, we will see. I'm gonna start with Dark Prince. There's 22 pages in its first chapter, so that's the longest of the 3, so I'm gonna just start with that one, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I read the first chapter of Dark Prince. So it was 22 pages, and so we got both perspectives of the male and female lead in this, so that was good to got to kind of see both sides. Wow, I'm not sure on this one. So I don't know what Carpathians really are. That's the species or whatever he is. I'm thinking it's close to a vampire, but I'm not positive yet. We didn't get quite enough of that, but definitely psychic. So that's cool. I like psychic paranormal. It's one of my favorite parts of it. So I'm not quite sure. We follow Raven, who makes contact with this Mikhail, who is like this Carpathian, who's despairing. He's ready to just end it after all these centuries or whatever. He's just out of it. And then she contacts him psychically, and that kind of wakes him up. And so now, of course, they're drawn together, but we haven't got that far. But I meant, we know that's coming. But Raven has her own issues because she's an American woman who's on vacation in the Carpathian Mountains, and she's just trying to get away from her job. I think she's a cop of some sort, or some kind of hunter of serial killers, and somehow she uses her psychic abilities, which she doesn't let people know that she has. So, I don't know. I'm not sure on this one. Other than the fact that it's a 30 book series, do I really want to start another one? I'm not sure. I don't know. This one I might keep to check to try a little bit more. I'm not sure. So, but I'm definitely not for sure getting rid of yet. So we'll see. Okay, so now I'm going to try Tempting Danger. Again, this one has the shorter chapter, so we'll see what chapter 1 looks like. If it looks like I can read a little bit more. Read chapter 2, which is another 11 pages, so it would be the same as the Dark Prince if I need to. So I'm going to try that. So again, this one, all I know is about, this one also has a detective, but this is San Diego. And I think she's working with one of the werewolves to solve some grisly murders. So anyway, we'll see. This is more cop, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, guys. So I did read 2 chapters of Tempting Danger because it added up to 22 pages. And I did want to know because it ended the first chapter. I still hadn't met the lead male character in this. So I don't know about this one. This is much more on a police procedural so this is very much more strong urban fantasy. So it says romantic suspense on here. I don't know. At this point, it's very much an urban fantasy to me. Very much cop-like with urban fantasy feels to it. As I said, in the first 2 chapters and on is still Lily is our detective, and I like her and her no nonsense and stuff. So I do like that. The problem is I'm not in the mood for a detective story, and I guess that's probably my problem. And mostly my paranormal romance, I'm not really into that. Like urban fantasy, yes, I will read ones with detectives and private detectives and other things, but I'm not sure. So this is one I'm also not sure. I think it's one I could give more time to. I mean, I could have started skimming farther ahead to see if it changes. I'm not sure. This one, so I don't like as well as the other one. This one I had trouble with the male character because he got kind of all dominant on her. And I didn't like that already so early in this story. And this one is it's very much like a cop drama right now. So I'm not really digging that one all that much either. We'll see. I don't know how I feel like. So now I'm going to try How to Marry a Millionaire Vampire. So this is supposed to be funny. I think she writes really funny stuff is what I hear. And right now, funny paranormal romances are my favorite. So we'll see what happens. This did come out in 2005. I forgot to mention that before. So that's why they're the early ones. So anyway, so I'm going to try this one. And again, it's about a dentist and a vampire who breaks his tooth or something, I think. And then he's looking for a dentist and he saves her from something I think somebody's out to get her. So he saves her and I think she's supposed to try to help him, but she's kind of scared of blood or something, or fear of blood. So we'll see what happens as a vampire. Anyway, we'll try this one next. We'll see what happens. Okay, guys. So I read this one. This is going to sound really funny. I've read the first chapter to this one before. I recognized it as soon as I started reading it. I'm like, this sounds familiar. Yeah. So I don't know if I did this in one of my try chapters 2 years ago, because I can't remember which ones were in that list. Or last year, and I forgot. Or I picked it up one day and I read the first chapter. Because I read the first chapter. So I read most of the first chapter. I skimmed a little bit because I was like, this sounds so familiar. I remember this. And then I read the second chapter, which I hadn't read before. So anyway, so I made it up to page 32. So this is funny. It is definitely in the lines of Lindsay Sands and G.A. Aiken and Shelley Lawrence and that kind of stuff. So it's funny. So again, the main character, Shauna, is in the witness protection program because she obviously saw something bad that she has some trauma or PSD from that. So so she's a dentist, so she's working the night shift. So of course the main the vampire, that first chapter is hilarious. I'm not gonna spoil that, but he breaks his tooth and he needs a dentist, and so he goes to her right as some mafia guys are out to kill her. that they found her hidden location. So this one is the one I'm definitely more attracted to reading. I still wonder if I did this for one of the other try the chapters and I don't remember. Either that or I read a chapter when I first got it. I can't remember. But this is definitely my favorite of the three. So, I think this one is interesting. Like, again, I think I'm going to keep it to 3 books at a time. But I don't know if I want to get rid of the other 2. Like, I know for sure I'm going to read the How to Marry a Millionaire Vampire, because that one to me is fun. The Dark Prince, I'm willing to read a little bit more to see where it goes, because there was some interesting things with psychic stuff, and again, I don't know what Carpathians are, I don't really know. But there was a little dominance issues right away, so I'm not sure if I like that. And then Tempting Danger, if I was in a mood for, a classic, police procedural with werewolves, I think I would read that too. So I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of them right now. But I've tried them all, so I'm going to put them on my shelf that I've tried them. And I'm going to try to keep them separate. So I just can't remember if I read this for one of these videos or not. I would feel so stupid if I did. And yet, if it was a year or 2 ago, I'm not going to remember. Anyway, so I think I'm going to keep all of them. But this one might be appearing on a TBR very soon. Although, to start another series, a 16-book series, at least it's done, right? We'll see. But this is the one that I'm probably going to pick up before the others. So anyway, so if you guys have read any of these series, let me know. And if one like you really think I should pick up, and that it's like some of the other ones that I have read, let me know. Anyway, so that's my try a chapter, the first one in 2021. Hopefully, I will do more of these. I have the next 3 already picked out, so hopefully that's. I can pick a weekend in February to do that one. So, because I'm filming this in January, but I won't post it till early February. So anyway, just letting you know. Anyway, I said, let me know if you've read any of these series, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.